Now, the very last thing that they're going to talk about is what's called the wet, or the wind chill equivalent temperature. So, I'm sure that you know, if you've ever been outside on a windy day, it typically feels colder than it would otherwise be. Well, believe it or not, the temperature itself is actually not colder, but the nice warm layer of air right around your body is colder. Or it's blown away. Sorry, let me rephrase that. It's blown away. So that nice warm layer of air around your body that keeps you warm gets blown away. And that makes the temperature feel way colder than it otherwise would be. Well, the National Weather Service has actually come up with a pretty good way of relating wind speed to how the air temperature feels. And it's using this chart right here. And to figure this out, you would then get what's called the wind chill equivalent temperature. So let's say the temperature outside is 15 degrees. And let's say the wind outside is 20 miles per hour. To find the wind chill equivalent temperature, to find that wet, what I recommend doing is starting at 15 and then traveling down until you intersect. So I said a temperature of 15 and a wind speed of 15. And look where the two intersect. Or I think I actually said 15 and 25. Sorry, I'm getting old. My amnesia's setting in. Let's actually scroll down a little bit further. And voila. But wherever the two lines intersect, that's your temperature. Or that's your wind chill equivalent temperature. That's your wet. So for example, with a temperature of 15 and a wind speed of 15, your wet is 0. Or for a temperature of 15 and a wind speed of 25, your wet is -4. Now, one of the interesting things that they point out is that when you go from calm to slightly faster winds, you notice a big decrease in wet and wind chill equivalent temperature. But actually, the faster the wind blows, the smaller that decrease is going to be incrementally. So for example, let's take a look at 0 degrees, and let's look at 0 and 20 miles an hour. So from 0 to 20 miles an hour, you notice a 22 degree temperature drop. Now, if we were to actually up it another 20 miles an hour, so it's now like at 40, you only see 7 degrees cooler in that case. So the initial bump was 22 degrees lower, doing the exact same bump, so an additional 20 miles per hour, only results in an additional 7 degrees of cooling. So the faster the wind becomes, the smaller and smaller the difference from a slightly slower wind to that new faster wind. So that's it for Investigation 4B. In Investigation 5, we're going to talk about air pressure, height, and also talking about frontal passages, some stuff that I really love talking about. And I'll talk to you about that then. So if you have any questions, as I always really want to stress, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Please come to my office hours, send me an email, send me a Canvas message. Any way that you need to get a hold of me, please don't hesitate. I know these labs can be tough sometimes, and I just want to be here to help. All right, so that's that, and thank you so much for watching.